Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to do an exclusive interview with none other than the Hurricane, Peter Mcneeley, former world ranked number 7 heavyweight contender and 2-time Ring Magazine poster boy. We hope you're all as excited as we are here at the Combat Hour to have Peter with us today. And thank you again, Peter, for doing this. How are you doing today?
Doing very well, thank you.
How's things down there in Massachusetts?
Cold, wah.
Yeah, not much better up here in Ontario.
Yeah, like technically here it's still fall or autumn, but it's been an early winter this year.
Agreed. Snow tires are on.
Yeah, well, we had snow the other day. I think you saw the picture, the post that I put up.
Yeah.
I don't like the winter. I'm not a big fan of the winter.
I hear you. All right, Peter, let's get into it. So I guess first question is, what made you decide to become a boxer, Peter? Was it because your grandfather and your father were fighters, or what's up?
Well, I mean, obviously, realistically, see, my grandfather, unfortunately, passed away a year and a half, 2 years before I was born.
Sorry
So I never met the man.
Okay.
But then when I was 7 years old, I crawled up the attic and found my dad on the cover of Sports Illustrated and Ring Magazine, and that's where a love affair with the sport of boxing began.
Awesome.
And
so, sorry, what was that, Peter?
Well, I mean, like I read everything. I was young. I was a kid, but I read everything I could that I found up there, and I found some real cool stuff.
You still got any of those old magazines, or what?
Oh, hell yes.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, a matter of fact, Peter, we actually we have the 2 cover Ring Magazine issues here that you're on. You will see that when the video drops. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that we have those, and yeah, we've been collecting Ring magazines since the early '80s. Me and my dad.
Wow. Now my first Ring magazine that was my own was my grandfather gave it to me. He used to get it. And that was my mother's father.
Okay.
He loved the fights too. But anyways, he gave me a Ring magazine that had both Joe Frazier and Marvis Frazier on the cover.
Legends.
I think it was Joe. Obviously, Joe was retired, and Marvis was either just turning pro, but the 2 of them were on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it was about 1980.
Gotcha.
And I know I still got the issue somewhere.
So, Peter, what was it like when you were a kid watching back clips of your dad fighting Floyd Patterson and dropping him?
Well, it was
for the world heavyweight title.
Say it again.
For the world heavyweight title, I just want everyone to know that.
Yeah. It was strange because I can remember as real young that my parents would get my father would get a 16 millimeter film projector, and we watch it. We're talking like late 70s. Yeah, late 70s.
Yep,
mid to late 70s with an old film projector.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, to just realize today the technology that has come to like DVDs and it's so much different today than it was in the mid to late 70s.
Fair enough. Okay, other than your father, who was your favorite fighter growing up, and who do you think you molded your style after?
Oh boy, I don't think I could pinpoint a favorite because I had many favorites,
Mm-hmm.
but and and I could never say what my style was or wasn't because I feel like in the amateurs I had my own style.
Okay.
I had the Peter Mcneeley style. And I'll say this, like my father used to say, just like him, we both were supposed to jab and box correctly, but
Okay.
instead we would forget what we were supposed to do and get fall into the slugfest
The
type fight.
brawl.
Yeah, or brawl. Yeah.
Fair enough.
But
So
Vinny, when I hooked up with Vinny Vecchione, Vinny changed. He we like redid the whole thing all over again.
what did he teach you?
Well, I had 21 amateur fights,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Look, there were a few times in your amateur career that you probably would not have been knocked out if if your knees were bent more. Just simple things." He's like, he said it. I'm not this is not rocket science. I'm not a magician. These are simple little, uh, techniques that we're gonna add to your style. That
Gotcha.
will make you better.
And it
Simple,
definitely worked.
bending your knees more.
And
You know?
it definitely paid dividends. It was worth it. It helped you out for
Oh,
sure.
no question.
So
No.
what made Peter? What made you turn pro at the age of 22 with only 21 amateur fights?
Well, I was going to Bridgewater State College,
Mm-hmm.
and and I say this a lot. There was a lot of coincidence and luck in both my amateur career and my pro career.
Okay.
Um, all right. For instance, in the summer of '87, when I started boxing, um, I started back in Medfield, and I was running and going to a gym in Natick, Massachusetts, and Framingham, Mass. But when school started up in the fall, I'm like, Dad, because we had seen Marvelous Marvin Hagler trade, so we were big Marvin Hagler fans.
Right. Everyone is. He's one of the best of all time. You gotta love Hagler.
It was awesome, and my father would take myself and my little brother and our stepbrother David to see him train in Provincetown. We
Okay.
drove all the way to Provincetown and we saw him spar and train. So in '87, in September, I had my father take me to the Petronelli Gym in Brockton, and the Hagler Leonard super fight had just happened in late April, so the gym was jumping with
Okay.
a lot of tough guys.
That was a
And
bad decision, by the way. I think Hagler won that fight.
you know what? I love Marvin. I love Marvin, but had the fight happened um, 3 years earlier or 4 years earlier,
Mm-hmm.
I think Hagler would have stopped him or TKO'd him.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I think that Sugar Ray Leonard was smart in that he outweighed Marvin. I think Marvin, got a little older overnight, and I don't think he was the same fighter. But I mean, that's a whole argument for another day.
Right. Okay,
Um,
so Peter, you had 30.
I started going up to that gym, and I had 20 of my 21 amateur fights out of there. And going to class, living in the dorms at the college next door in Bridgewater, and it was ideal. I drove into Brockton every night. Every night, go to class in the morning and afternoons. Every evening in Brockton training. It was perfect. But then, like the Petrelli brothers, in 90, 91, early 91, they split up, and the brothers split. And it was like, some kind of a family squabble, and the gym wasn't as wasn't a place to be for training and learning. And but I ended up going to Vinny Vecchione next door to Whitman, right next to Brockton, and I had my last amateur fight with Vinny and Cliff Pittman, who still owns and runs the South Shore Boxing Club in Whitman, right next to Brockton. But it all worked out. I had my last amateur fight with Vinny, and then 54 pro fights with Vinny.
That's awesome.
And you don't see a lot of loyalty in boxing.
No, you don't.
We were loyal to each other to the end.
It's beautiful. Okay, so Peter, you had 37 fights in 44 months leading up to the Tyson fight, correct?
Yeah. Try that one on for size.
That's crazy. But and Tyson was coming off of 3.5-year layoff from incarceration. What were you? Did that give you confidence going into the fight, or what were you thinking when you got the fight announced?
Obviously, we were very excited, and we figured that maybe Mike was, a step or two off his game.
Right.
Being out for 3.5 years.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, hey. I mean, you gotta be positive. You gotta be positive in life with anything and everything. If you're negative, then to me, negativity brings negativeness.
No, if you're not going to believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you?
Exactly.
What was it like being on the cover of Ring magazine, being put in the limelight, in the Letterman show, all these things that are new to you? Did that change your preparation and build up to the fight and alter your focus?
It really didn't, but like, there was a joke in like the first figures, the 4 to 5 months before Tyson. Like I did the most amount of interviews ever in the shortest amount of time.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy. A pretty crazy ride. But I mean, you're young, and when you're doing it, when you're in the middle of it, you're not thinking about it like that, not knowing. But I look back now and go, wow.
What do you mean?
It's crazy.
Like all the interviews?
The Letterman, Leno, Larry King Live.
It's crazy.
I mean, like, it is crazy. I did commercials for immediately after the fight for America Online and Pizza Hut, and
So you eat for free now, right? At Pizza Hut?
Yeah, I wish. I'd like to go get a stuffed crust pizza right now.
Yeah, me too, Peter. Me too. Okay, so Who came up with the game plan for the Tyson fight? Because we've never seen anybody attack him head on like that. Most people were scared before they even entered the ring with him.
Now, really, realistically, if you looked at every one of my fights, I'd say 95% of my pro fights, that's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
I went right at the guy.
But you told it right ahead of time. You told
That's why we had 25 first round knockouts.
Exactly. But you told all the press ahead of the fight, you're like, I'm coming right at him. He's going to be slower. He's not going to be the Tyson he was before prison. And you let it know. So Tyson obviously knew that was what you were going to do.
Right. But, I mean, really, once again, he had 3.5 years out of the game. So you never know.
Fair
you
enough.
never know.
No, you never know. Like, that's what I said. If you're not going to believe in yourself, no one is going to believe in you. So.
Right, but I'm talking about him. I'm not talking about me now. I'm talking about him.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
He was out for 3.5 years. So maybe there were things wrong with him.
For
or
sure.
that he was second guessing himself.
I'm sure he was. 3.5 years is no joke. Look what happened to Ali. Ali was a step slower when he came back.
Yes. But I mean, at least you can look at that one or two ways. That Ali was not locked up, or some people will say that time preserves you.
That's true.
There's a couple different ways of looking at that, but hey, we can talk about it till we're blue in the face. I took my shot.
And that's all we can ask for.
Yeah, and I've had to live with it for 24 years. This August coming up will be 25.
That's amazing.
So,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. But I've had to live with it. I'm okay with it. It's funny. Sometimes on social media, people do the what if this or what if that. And my wife will say what if, not about the fight, but about something else. And I always say this: what if nothing? That's all the way it happened.
That's beautiful. That's amazing though. You can just reflect on it and be happy with the way it went because you did your best. You know that.
Yeah. Well, what if nothing?
Mm-hmm.
What if nothing? That's not the way it happened.
Exactly. So Peter, let me just build this for you. So you're in the middle of the ring, and you're looking Tyson right in the eyes, in what's become a very famous stare down. It's iconic. What are you thinking about?
Hey, I'm the co-star. His part of that is the iconic one.
I guess.
Go back and forth. He's like, I mean, it was cool. I mean, I see it on TV all the time. Not all the time, but here and there. And I'll see the back of my neck go back and forth. I'll go, what the hell was I thinking? What was I thinking?
But you were showing him no respect. You were laughing at him. You're bouncing back and forth. I love it.
Like that, and hey, I backed Mike right up. I headbutted him a couple times.
Yeah, you did.
But people don't understand. Like people will say, "Why'd you do that to him?" And I tell them, I say, "Look, he was holding my left. He had my left arm wrapped up. So that to me, that's a tit for tat. Mine was just he was cute about it. I was just a little more blatant about it.
I couldn't believe Mills Lane didn't give you a point deduction for that, to be honest.
Well, actually, if you listen close, Mills Lane yells at both of us, says, "Now knock that shit off." It's like Mills was cute. He's been around. He's done many pro fights.
And he tells it how it is.
but he's also, he's been down the road too many times. So he knew Mike was holding my arm,
Hmm.
and he knew I was headbutting. So he yelled at both of us, "I'll knock that shit off."
Gotcha. So, do you still hold any? You don't hold any ill feeling then for your corner for stopping the fight anymore, do you?
Oh no! I
What
mean,
about the time of the fight? Like right after? What were you
Vinny,
thinking?
Vinny's dead. Vinny died first. Vinny's dead. Dad's dead. But no, never. Like Vinny Mcneeley was smart. He said, Peter, as long as you were up on your feet when the fight was over, is the best thing for you for future fights.
Hmm.
If your face, he's like, if your face down in the mat, KO'd, that's not good. That's
Right.
not good.
Oh, it kept your stock high, and you didn't take much damage. You did just as much damage as you took.
Uh, uh, Aside from the headbutts, I
So,
guess you're right.
okay, so how was it being promoted by Don King? A lot of people have come out and said a lot of negative things about him, but from
I,
your perspective, how was he towards the fighters?
I love Don. If it wasn't for Don, I would have had a few fights. But we had 4 fights under the Don King Productions banner,
Hmm.
and I never would have got the fight with Mike Tyson. And I have no I have no negative feelings about Don at all. Um, Funny, my mom and my mom's husband, they've seen Don. They've seen Don down in Florida.
Okay.
I don't think they actually went up to it and said hello,
Right,
but
right.
they've seen him out, in a restaurant or wherever.
Mhm.
They've seen him.
That's awesome.
Um,
So is
yeah,
there? Sorry,
yeah,
what was that,
yeah.
Peter?
That's great. I'm gonna show you a little bit of the. Look at this. That's me and my wife on the picture there.
That's all. That's a good picture, Peter.
There's the picture right there of me and Mike.
That's iconic.
Yeah, and then over here's my grand the picture is my grandfather, and the other 2 little pictures is my wife. And I've got it, on the picture of my grandfather. Um,
So that's the Hall of Fame, eh?
yeah, then we got here the famous weigh-in picture.
Yeah, flexing on him.
Yeah, and then we go over here. There's me and Dad. Me and Dad and my daughter.
And that's your Instagram picture, right?
Uh, I know it's on Instagram.
Yeah.
Um, hey, it is what it is, right?
It is what it is.
Then you see there's the boxing gloves in the corner.
Mm-hmm. The pink. Who's the pink ones?
Take a wild guess. They're not mine.
The
Those,
wife.
those are my wife's
Okay.
pink boxing gloves. And
She.
there's the of
Mhm.
collage of the Tyson fight pictures.
That's awesome.
Then here's a pretty cool picture of me, Dad.
Yep. Yep. That's the weigh-in, right? Hey, Peter.
I'm here.
That was at the weigh-in, right? That last picture.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I only got a couple more questions for you, Peter. If you just want to wrap this up. So, is there anybody from your era that you didn't have a chance to fight that you wish you could have?
Once again, I'm like a realist as it gets. No, I don't do the what if, or I wish.
Fair
Hey,
enough.
I leave the wishing for the kids on Christmas.
Sorry?
I leave the wishing for the kids before Christmas.
Okay, yeah. It's better that way.
Right?
So what's
Right?
life like now for Peter McNeeley? What's a typical day for you, champ?
Life is okay. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna go to the boxing gym, and I go to I go to a local boxing gym here in the area where I live,
Okay.
and and if nothing else, I'm there. I've been known to get in the ring and do offense, defensive guys at the gym.
Hmm.
Uh, but if nothing else, I'm there for them to see. It's in a bad part of town, and
Okay.
these kids got nothing. And nobody's coming into this gym and seeing these kids.
You
And
are though.
well, you know what? Every one of them comes up and he gives me the little, hug slash check. They give me the old check, you
Okay.
know, like,
Yeah.
hey, they're happy that I'm coming there.
Of course. It's huge for them. They're seeing that they can make it.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
If I could do it, some kid from Medfield could do it. Why can't one of them?
exactly. I see that you're training a little girl, a 15-year-old. That you think she's gonna be the future world champion, right?
I'm not. I'm not. That's Omisha. I'm not training Omisha.
Okay.
No, no.
Okay.
Omisha. Omisha was there before I ever went there. But she's, I encourage her.
Hmm.
Uh, she's a good kid. She's a
Hmm.
good kid, and she's good. And there's a lot of possible talent there. There's a lot of talent there. Because there's kids, teenagers, young adults that could go places up there.
Right.
And I try to tell them, do it, because before you know it, the clock will go past you. Your time will pass. You go, gee, I wish I listened to Peter. I didn't.
Yeah. Take your shot.
Exactly.
Take your shot.
Do it now while you can, while you're young.
I hear you. What do you think about?
There's a short shelf life in boxing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Terrible. Short shelf life.
What do you think about the state of heavyweight boxing right now?
I think it's not as good as it was, but they'll never, you can never. Once again, what if, but I think this, you know, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder is
Hmm.
going to be exciting when it finally happens. Um, we got this Wilder Ortiz rematch coming up, um, but I believe the rematch is going to be quicker than the first one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree.
And back in the day, the Ortiz Wilder rematch would have never made pay-per-view.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. The first one was regular PBC. I think it was free TV.
Yep, it was free.
But hey, oh well, But the funny thing is my oldest brother Tom produces is one of the head producers of the PBC Championship Boxing.
Oh, that's amazing. You should get you
Yeah.
some tickets. Is he gonna get you tickets?
Ah, ah, oh, hey, I you you see some of my pictures on my page
Yeah.
where I've gone to some local fights. Hey, I it doesn't matter to me whether it's a local little amateur show or some local pro show or something, it doesn't matter. I love being at the fights.
It's a great atmosphere for sure.
No doubt.
So, Peter, anything else you want to get off your chest? Anything you want to let the people know?
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all.
Beautiful. All right, thank you, Peter. We really appreciate having you on today.
Arcade is back and better than ever. She's not fighting anymore.
That's fine. You're still doing your thing over there in Metfield.
No, I've not been in Medfield. Let's see, I was in Medfield, then I was in Norwood, and now I'm up north. I'm not divulging where I am now, but I'm up north.
Okay.
Up north now, no, northern Massachusetts.
Northern Massachusetts. All right, Peter. Well, thank you. We'll be in contact soon.
You anytime. I hope all's well. God bless and keep punching.
God bless, champ. Take care.